Hey guys, what's up? RagesSorrow here, and welcome to another boss vlog. Got a few things that I want to talk to you guys about, so let's go ahead and get straight into it. First thing that I want to address is the status of my PC. I've been getting a lot of PMs in-game as well as on YouTube about the status, and I'm actually happy to say that the PC has been assembled. It's currently in quality assurance testing, so they need to make sure that there's no faults with it. They also need to install the necessary drivers, operating system, everything like that to the computer. That way, they want to make sure that it works, so they don't want to sell you a faulty product. And that's one thing that I thought I would actually do with this video is, kind of give you guys an idea on how my PC buying experience has actually went with Ibuypower. It surprisingly went by really, really well. There's been really no faults in the process. The really cool thing is that I've actually gotten a status update email every time they've completed a stage of the PC build. So, whenever they sent it to QA, they told me. Whenever they were gathering the parts, whenever they completed processing my order, they told me. So, really, really good on their part. They're pretty much keeping you up to date with what is going on while your PC is being built, and that's actually really, really good for customer service, because it doesn't get to that point where it makes you worry. I just dropped like 900 to $2,000 on a machine, and I don't even know when it's going to be here or what's going on with it. But they do keep you informed every step of the way. Whenever there is an update on it, they'll let you know, and that is really, really good for customer service. I would actually rate customer service on them at 5. And their feedback, oh my god, again, I would have to rate that a 10 as well. They're really, really good. The salesman that I actually have is a really good guy. The other day, it's like, do you know when my PC is expected to be delivered? He said by next Tuesday at the latest. Reason for that is because I actually did a 5-day rush on my build, so that means that they have to have it out within the next 5 days. So when they actually process my order on Friday, they have to have it out by this Friday in order to keep up with that, which is actually really great, that they actually hold themselves to that standard. So basically what I'm saying is, if you are going to buy a PC, I would recommend looking at Ibuypower. There's not really many places that are going to give you as good a deal on a PC as they do. They really discount a lot of the parts, especially for the build that I got. Would usually run around, $2,000 or more. I'm exaggerating there. It's probably roughly like $1,500 to $2,000, somewhere around that ballpark. But you get the idea. But definitely, if you're in the market for buying a PC, go check them out. I will put a link in the description for their website. They do have numerous sales that they do throughout the year. So definitely worth checking out, because you can get some really good deals at certain times and get a few upgrades on your PC for free. Next thing that I wanted to bring up was the new minigame Heist. Now, I'm not really one for minigames, but I actually enjoyed Heist. Might mostly be because you can pretty much dictate and tell who's a robber and who's not. And if you're a guard, it's just a really cool minigame. I've actually played a few hours of it, and it doesn't actually take that long to get 500 points, surprisingly, especially if you do really, really good, and you're really good as the robber and you stay in for the whole 20 minutes. You can surprisingly get quite a few points very, very quickly, and the awesome part about it is, if you actually are on the winning team, you actually get points that you can trade in for more points. So, getting to that 500 point mark and either getting, free hunter experience or, free double experience for thieving is really good. And I actually enjoy the fact that Jagex is adding in new stuff to kind of make training a little bit easier. I understand it pisses off a lot of the old school RuneScape players, because they're like, oh, we didn't have that kind of stuff back then. But, people have to realize the game does have to evolve. It does have to become easier in ways to keep the new player base interested. But I understand where you're coming from. I was one of those old school people myself, and when they introduced RagesSorrow's, after I did training for magic, I was like, oh great, I've already got 99 magic, and this would have been a good place to get it for cheap. But I digress. You guys get my point. So Heist, good minigame, good rewards. Definitely look into it. Definitely, get you some playtime in there because it's a really fun minigame. It really is. Next thing that I want to bring up to you guys, Revolution Combat. So, as of Tuesday, or it might be Monday, I'm probably getting my days mixed up here, but Jagex has added in a new form of combat system called Revolution. Basically, it's the EOC in bot form. Not really any other way to put it, but I will say this, there are some advantages to Revolution, and there are some disadvantages. One of the advantages is if you are new to EOC, it can help you plan out how you want your combat bar to look, and it'll actually help you out quite a bit in that aspect. One of the things that I like to do if I'm doing a boss fight, like against General Grardor in the Bandos God Force dungeon, I like to use Slice first, and then I go for Sever to reduce the amount of damage he deals. And basically building your combat bar that way, the Revolution Combat will take that into account and use the Slice ability first, and then since Sever is the next ability on the bar that is not on cooldown, it'll use that one. Now, the unfortunate disadvantage is that it will not activate thresholds for you, so it doesn't fully automate itself, so it doesn't become too bot-like, which is actually really good. But the main advantage that I do see with the Revolution combat system is that it's teaching you actually how to use the EOC combat system effectively, and that's really good. And eventually, I'm going to say this and hope that it's true, a lot of people are actually not going to end up using Revolution after they've gotten used to the combat style of EOC, because it only takes a little while to actually get adjusted. If you're, like me, and you actually started as soon as, you've actually been going for as long as I have with RuneScape for over 7 years, and you actually stuck through and did the combat beta and everything, you kind of understand the, the combat mode already. But I do like it in the sense that it's giving you basically that automation to kind of get used to what ability setups work for what bosses. So that does make things a little bit easier on you in that aspect, and it's also, teaching you, this is how you can have your ability bar set up to optimize how this boss fight will go. And basically, I will actually test it out, and I will actually use a few combat setups, and after testing, I will let you guys know what I've found to work best for what bosses, and those will actually be applied in my new updated bossing guides. Once my new PC gets here, yes, I will be updating those, because I feel that I haven't done one in a while, and, some of the bosses have changed just slightly, and a lot of people don't realize the tactics that you need to use against the bosses in order for them to be effective again. But what I'm going to go ahead and do, guys, is just hop off this video. That's pretty much all that I have to talk about. I hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, then feel free to click that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, as well as live streams, click that subscribe button, and you won't miss a video. I've been RagesSorrow. Just want to thank you very much for watching my video, guys, and have a great rest of the day. Peace.